What's good, YouTube? We got the one and only.
What's going on? I'm here with Josh Foster, and we've been working on the Infernoid profile, but it's not quite worth it, but it's still strong, and I love Infernoid, so we're gonna
get there eventually.
But me and Josh been working around with Pure, so
we got that pure snake eye stuff.
Just no side deck or anything, and this is like what we're really sitting down to start playing. 2 or 3, 3 right now. Still kind of messing around with ratios. Obviously, the quick play, all that stuff is self-explanatory. It's basically the modern day Alistair. It's a spellcaster that has an engine surrounding it. Snake Eyes Ash, obviously, tributing off Ash. And another card allows you to get another Snake Eyes card. This one basically allows you to add a level 1 fire. Duh. The new level 1 fire is Poplar, which basically enables the Infernoid FTK. If you don't know about it, it's coming soon. Trust me, it's really, really broken. This card is really, really broken. And it's an additional body to be able to do things with. I guess that makes sense. And we'll come back to that card.
All right, this card completes the engine. You just like what's the just complete the circle and just go from there
and take people's head off. It's so good, but it's so simple that it's like, man. Oak 2 for right now. The ratio to me 3, 2 oak, the one that pulls back from the grave. Because obviously you don't want that to be the max number of things, usually pulling something out of the grave, you know, graph serious, I guess, but you don't want to keep seeing this. And then pulling back Poplar really, really matters. Pulling back this guy really, really matters, and that comes up. Whether you pull it back with the Flambeurs that you'll see here in a second, or you pull it back with this, having this on the field to be able to perform some Snake Eyes shenanigans on their turn is just really, really key. So I still feel like you should play one, but a lot of people, I actually see people not playing this, which is weird. I don't agree, but
I feel like this ratio is like honestly like really like perfect. Yeah, because like Birch comes up, but you can cut it, but like it comes up whereas like I need a name.
Absolutely. And then in the pure version,
the Big Daddy.
In Infernoids, maybe 1. If you're still messing around with that, you got to start off with pure because you know, this card is so good, and you're gonna get your head beat in by this card. Just make sure you see it coming. But Flambeurs is Flambeurs, and it's a really powerful card. Obviously, putting cards back onto the field, the shenanigans with Formula Synchron. Need I say more?
Oh yeah.
The hand traps. It's a hand trap format. It's real out here in the field. You got Forehead Girl. You got your Lady Effect Veilers, Dismisutu di Effetto. You know, she's still really, really
Mana Culture.
Yeah, Mana Culture. What's understand? Capiche. Okay. Double Droll and double Nib. There's a reason behind these funny numbers because you still wanted to keep it rather succinct, but not overdrawing the hand traps, but still draw enough. So Ash is Ash, and then you know the rest of these you may need them, you may not, but Ash is pretty uniformly regarded as the best hand trap, and it still is, you know. And Branded Fusion is still a card, so you need the FTK for that. The one at the search, the lady,
the $400 engine.
Speaking of other expensive cards, you got your bonfires, and you know, shout out to Josh. He got these like so swiftly. He got them before even I could get mine. So, you know, shout out to him. But Bonfire, just Rhoda for Pyro. Don't know how.
It's at 3 now. It won't be. It won't be. It's at 3 now.
Or maybe we could get 3 Rhoda, you know, since the soul they got. No, it's not going to happen.
No.
It's not going to happen.
We can't have fun.
You're not going to get to have fun. To explain the ratios, the double cross out. And then obviously there's cards like Skill Drain that can be in the main, that can be in the side, because the Snake Eyes effects manipulate around the Skill Drain because they're yanking themselves off the field, much like Infernoids themselves. So
yeah,
I'm more so kind of messing around with ideas behind that. I don't know if I play it in Pure, but definitely play it in Infernoids, just because big bodies that can negate in front of it anyway, you know. But Cross Out is just a really, really good card. Whatever ratio you're playing, whatever version you're playing, this is going to be all over the map. Sometimes, like Infernoid, you want this at 2 or 3.
Yeah, just being able to snag one from the deck, pop it on the field, and just...
Exactly. And it's like, do I really need... It depends on what version you're playing.
Also, the most underrated part,
right,
boosting up your level 1s.
Which comes up, the 1100 boost, it comes up. Believe you me, because I beat people's head in with Decatrons that are like pumped up a little bit.
I know.
It's just crazy. The Sinful, obviously the special out to level 1. And then you got the board clear, the go second card that is obviously really, really strong. Subversion is better than people think it is. I have to give this card its just due. It's way better than people think it is, because when you just turn stuff into, I'm trying to think about online games, but like I've turned a really, really powerful monster that I may have just fought through their effect or whatever, and then I end up through Flamberge getting it back onto the field, you know, at some point. So it's like this card just has a lot of interesting utility factors to it. Then this new card, I wanted you to explain this one, bro, because you...
So this one's like really great. You search off the Populace. If you open up Ash, just you want Ash, Populace, get this, and then just do your standard like Snake Eyes combo.
There will be a short. Make sure you check out the shorts. There will be one on there that kind of explain all these combos, just in case you don't know them. I just don't like to try to fit them all into one video.
So and then you just do your combo, then go, all right, Snake Eye Chase, plop down the Diablo Black Witch, and then just go, all right, in phase. Grab that witch, plop it in the main monster zone effect, and then you would get the trap. And the trap's just honestly so great, because like the trap is a negate. It's honestly like 2 negates in 1, basically. Just being able to like know you have that, and your opponent's like, all right, I gotta deal with that too, on top of the IP stuff that we're doing. Maybe on top of like, if you're playing a Judge, you also got to worry about the Savage. It's so like
there is an Endymion version of this as well. There's like a Endymion stuff I've been messing around with, the Diabellstar stuff, and I use this card a lot in there because I have to have like this is like my Pendulum Graph and my Endymion list that I'm playing with Diabellstar. So it's like I highly recommend this card as well.
Oh yeah.
With this card being new, I feel like this should have been hollow actually. But, you know,
it's actually the only coin in the deck.
And that's what that's
the reason why this deck is so expensive.
OTS Super, hopefully.
Oh yeah, hopefully.
Just to show the other 2 traps real quick. The imperms, because you can cross them out as well. And then rounding out the spell count, you have to have stuff for other people's hand traps.
Yeah, just powerful spells that deal with stuff. And then we're playing the Super Poly.
Because Super Poly is Super Poly, and it breaks damn near everything.
And in this format, especially with fire decks, like they got their board, and it's like, all right, cool, Super Poly.
So, this profile is gonna seem like it's all over the place, but it's because we're building like 5 or 6 decks at once, bro, and it's just a lot. With the Super Poly stuff, I was trying to like got cards literally just kind of like laying around. There's Featherstorm is something that I wanted to touch on. Obviously, playing cards like Thrust somewhere, having cards like Featherstorm in your deck somewhere, and having a bunch of level 1 somewhere equals cheap shotting people with the wing beaks, you know. So if you have a go first idea, it's not going to be better than Featherstorm probably.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be easily put 2 level 1s on the board. So I had to start off talking about that. The Super Poly stuff, obviously with Mud Dragon, a lot of people are playing a lot of people always are playing a deck that's going to lose to one of these, so that's why the Super Poly is right there. But I don't really see a better card than Super Poly right now for that spot. Dark Rule is not great right now because it doesn't do anything against Fire King, you know. So you need something to like meet in the middle, and that's where a lot of these extra deck cards, you know Zeus is going to be Zeus. Obviously with the Little Knight, and I wanted you to talk about Amber Whale, bro.
Yeah,
there's a specific reason you play it.
So with Amber, just being able to end on your combo with Amber, and then being like, okay, if you somehow break my board and get rid of this, it's gonna resummon the princess, and then princess is gonna activate her effect, and then I'm gonna not die with the snake eye stuff. I can get back the dragon ash effect, and I'm just gonna have resources out the wazoo, so I got full up from my play next turn. I probably follow for your play too, and just going from there.
And I feel like there's some I was wanting to point out, and I'm not going to remember it until after the profile. But to me, like the skill drain point, I really feel like is key, because people don't know about that skill drain stuff still. Like that's something you would shock somebody in a big tournament with. And that's where my point to a lot of these profiles is, when we get these new cards in our hand, I'd rather just talk about it like a drawing board style. So yeah, I just feel like if I'm not playing in an event or a locals or whatever, then like that little locals profile doesn't matter. Like being at a drawing board and trying to figure it out, you know. So Infernoid one is coming soon. Shout out to the FTK. Make sure you pick up number 33. That's all I can say, because it is going to be very, very real. And even if you don't want to play Infernoids, I still feel like that FTK is possible with other variants. So appreciate it.
No. Thank you for the little profile. Very informal for the upcoming format. No cap. This is gonna. No, I feel like this format's gonna be very what's your tech for the format, and I feel like just super hauling out everything is just gonna be annoying.
Gonna be insane.
And it's at 3
and it's at 3, and there's a lot of stuff like Fluanderies. We've got a Fluanderies profile coming, because that even that comic replay is pretty interesting. So,
oh yeah.
Content.
Yeah. So once you get that princess, like we're gonna hopefully wreak havoc.
Facts.